Okay, people, we are here once again to serve you with a reaction with your humble servant, Minkaji Kop. Look, it's been a while. I think our last edition went well with Alaji Grusa. Today we are moving on. We are still in the Black Stars company, Ghana Football Associations and their dealings. Today we will talk about Fatawu Issahaku in the transfer window after recovering from an ACL injury which affected the season in the English Premier League. We would say that he's bouncing back nicely. But why am I saying we are still in the camp of the GFA? We are about looking at the Ghana Black Stars Management Committee, emphasis on the word, the Black Stars Management Committee. So follow me carefully. Few weeks ago or days ago, we heard the news that Sunderland's ambition to come in for Ghana's sensation, Fatawu Issahaku, is on the rise. An interest from Sunderland, newly promoted side from the Championship, and then an interest from mid-table side Everton is also on the tables for Fatawu Issahaku to make a decision on that particular subject. Now, for me, the most striking issue here is this. Fatawu is in the midst of this whole thing called transfer brouhaha. For me, you will take it lightly because nobody is talking about it, but take it or leave it. It is very important, people. Very important. Transfers of players can either make them or unmake them. Just recently, we saw AFC Bournemouth star Antoine Semenyo making a decision that either Tottenham or Arsenal. He is not making any move. He's going to stick and stay with the Cherries. That was a better move from him because his advisors, the players, his management or the people around him helped him to make that better decision. We can also talk about people like Aminu, who is currently playing for Bechem. This youngster was arguably better than Kudus in the youth national team. Where did it end? A move to Manchester City did not help him. We can talk about Adia and the likes. So for today, I want us to get to find out the functions of the Black Stars Management Committee. If you care to know, they have so much power that sometimes we even belittle their powers. Now let's first get into the transfer for Fatawu Issahaku. Let's get to find out what is going on with him and why he's supposed to make such a crucial decision, either move from Leicester City or stay with them for at least one more season. Now we all know that Fatawu Issahaku, after making this big move from Dreams FC to Sporting, it didn't work quite well. Had the chance to join Leicester City in the Championship on a loan move, and then that loan move was made permanent. He has since then become an integral figure in the Leicester City squad. For me, we've all seen his growth. We can appreciate his growth. He was a raw talent when he was being exported from the shores of this country. Today, he's attracting move, even though he was not one of the key members of the Leicester City squad that played in the Premier League in the 2024-2025 season as a result of injuries. Not his fault. Injuries did him dirty. Today he has an opportunity again to make a move. If you were in his shoes, what would you have advised him to do? Please come into the comment section, share with us. Today, before I even move on, please do also click on the subscription button, click on the notification button so that you become one of the first few people to have a glance at our content for today. Now, it's said that Leicester City have reportedly rejected a 32 million euro bid from Sunderland for Ghana international winger Abdul Fatawu Issahaku, according to the Transfer Insider. This is a story coming in, being reported by Ghana Web. Their source is GhanaSoccer.net. Now, we also heard that he had a bid from Everton. However, sources are also reporting that Fatawu Issahaku's camp or his club, his parent club, which is Leicester City, are now demanding nothing short of 45 million euros. Is that too much to be asking for? We now know that these days in the transfer market, the selling club always have the autonomy, has the monopoly of deciding how much they want to sell their player. Not about it. These days, the value of the player does not really matter. If not, how can a player like Ekitike cost Liverpool nothing less than 75 million euros? How? How can a player like Moises Caicedo moving from Brighton to Chelsea, which is a bigger platform, and Brighton is charging nothing less than 100 million pounds? It doesn't make sense. How on earth will Liverpool will have to force their way out to buy a player like Alexander Issahaku for nothing less than 150 million pounds? It won't work, man. Issahaku is a fine talent. However, you cannot, as a buying club, afford to buy him for 150 million pounds. It doesn't work that way. Now let's move on. We are still back to our Issahaku issue. So Issahaku currently has two bids from Everton and then from Sunderland. But Sunderland looks more serious, and Everton are also interested in acquiring him. But for me, I'm bringing it down here. Let's get to find out who is the current Black Stars committee chairman, management committee chairman, right, and their deputy and their functions. Let's get to find out. So currently, it's said that the Black Stars management committee is responsible for the overall strategic directions. Emphasis on the word strategic directions, effective management, and logistical support of the senior national team, ensuring they function as worthy ambassadors of Ghana. They act as crucial link between the technical team and the Ghana Football Association. And we claim that we have a certain Black Stars management committee who they have even forgotten that they are supposed to act as a crucial link between the technical team and the Ghana Football Association. I.e., I'm talking about they are always supposed to look out for the interest of the nation and the interest of the players, right? Especially in consultation with the Ghana Football Association. Remember that the Black Stars is not a property of the Ghana Football Association. We always seem to forget that the Black Stars is a bona fide property for the government. In other words, it's a property for the citizenry, not the Ghana Football Association. If the Ghana Football Association wants any property as their league, their so-called league, the league that they themselves have succeeded to crash it down, the league that they themselves have made sure that it is not looking delicious, it's not looking anything sumptuous for any football fan, the league that they themselves have decided to tickle themselves and laugh in the name of they now have what so-called sponsorship TV rights from wherever. A league that they themselves have decided that in a modern day world, the Football Association provides football boots for players to play football. That should even tell you or sum up and define the kind of league we have in this country. Let's not deviate. Let's still stick with the strategic planning direction. So we are picking one after the other. We are getting to find out the responsibilities of the Black Stars Management Committee. So the strategic planning and direction. It says that setting the strategic plan and direction for the team's activities. So when the Black Stars are in camp, very soon they will be in camp for the FIFA World Cup, their last stretch of games for them to qualify. Right? They also to ensure the team adherence to activities scheduled for matches and tournaments. So that was how come after they led the Black Stars to the 2022 World Cup, they came back and told us that the GFA, I am still wondering whether they had a conversation with the government before awarding each and every Black Stars Management Committee member nothing less than $100 million. And up to today, we've all forgotten about it. Alhaji Grusa took some of the money, and I'm asking myself, on what basis did they deserve such an amount? Right? Well, let's move on. We will still now move on and talk about the management and oversight responsibilities of the Black Stars Management Committee. Overall effective management of the team's operations, monitoring the activities of the technical team, medical team, and playing body. Now for me, we are here. Emphasis on monitoring the activities of the technical team, medical team, and the playing body. If we look into the Black Stars Management Committee, we have the vice chairman being our former captain, Stephen Appiah. It's so good. For me, I even think that the entire management committee, if there were supposed to be 5, 4 of them should be former Black Stars players. 4. Because they know it or they've seen it all. They've been part of it. Today, for a player like Adia, if he had proper management behind him, at least having support from the GFA through the Black Stars Management Committee for them to give them proper advice before they make any transfer move, we would have seen the betterment of this player called Adia. Today, Fatawu Issahaku is also here to make that same decision. Has any Black Stars Management Committee, I stand to be corrected though, have any Black Stars Management Committee member make any reach out or any calls to make sure that at least they are aiding the player, the youngster, make a proper decision in this transfer window? Take it or leave it. If he succeeds this year or this season, the Black Stars is going to have ripple effect, positive ones in our campaign to go for the World Cup. Remember, next year is the 2026 World Cup, another World Cup fever, which we cannot afford to miss. That World Cup is a whole life-threatening something for a Ghanaian, an ordinary Ghanaian. If Black Stars decides to miss out on that, it will not be good for any of the players. It will not be good. So for me, can you imagine? Let me just give you a scenario. Having a former player like Asian played for the likes of Lyon, to AC Milan. A lot of people don't even know. Had a stint with Chelsea. Make sure he played for Real Madrid. Can you tell me that if the Leicester City player called Fatawu Issahaku wants Asian at the camp, or Asian decides to go visit him as a Black Stars Management Committee member just to have some discussions, somebody will prevent him from entering the camp? A legend in the Premier League. Leicester will even be happy to have Asian at the camp. But what's happening to us? We've picked some people who claim they are football people and now they deserve to be on a board, or they deserve to be part of the committee member. The whole committee membership has turned into an award. Forgetting the responsibilities of these people. We sit here and let's look at the members again. So we will have the chairman being Randy Abbey, Dr. Randy Abbey, Stephen Appiah as the vice chairman, who focuses on the player relations, and we saw it. And we'll have other people like Samuel Abri, Moses Ama, and then Richard Nsenchiri. These names are gallant men in our football space. I tend to ask myself that, are they really living up to expectation when it comes to their responsibilities? Now listen here, another function of the Black Stars Management Committee is to do what? Following up on the release of funds for the team operations. Is that to also point out that it is also one of the reasons why the youth national teams and then the women's national teams are also not getting their funds? Is it that the Black Stars Management Committee are also doing their work, but the rest of the management committee for the other national teams are not doing their part? My producer is here looking so stressed out. I don't know what he's looking for. Bright, open day. TMA, listen, follow me carefully. The next thing is ensuring proper travel arrangements and accommodation for the team, especially during away matches. That one day, we'll give it to them. You two are fine. Or your Black Stars Management Committee, you see them. You two quite your mom pioneer Black Stars in qualifying keke. We're the first people to go there. We will see the first people to dress in their tracksuit, those in their oversized coats and everything, suit and tie. We will see them. I'm all going to make bright ho. Na me ne te ha. Ala bright to be kobi. Or her menim. And don't worry, we'll see what will happen. Maybe Ayuba will take you. Let's move on. Ensuring proper travel arrangements. I've spoken about that. The next function of the Black Stars Management Committee is ensuring members of the team act as worthy ambassadors of Ghana. I have to say that again. Ensuring members of the team act as worthy ambassadors of Ghana. We've had our Black Stars players reporting to camp and Saminu to Fista. They are down, their shirts are their pants are down. There no you free here into your phone bear no. Very soon they'll be coming back. Let's talk to them. The players, if they are watching, let's talk to them. They have forgotten that they are ambassadors of this country. Players are reporting to camp and they have their pants down, dressed indecently. And these are all ambassadors of our country. Is that what we live for? Is that what we are looking for? Or because they are players, nobody talks about them? It means that our management committee is not up to the task. For me, when I see players dressing that way, I will not blame anybody than them. The Black Stars Management Committee. Because you are supposed to look out for all these things. Some of these things, you don't blame the federation. Coach is talking, they have their headsets on their ears. Training grounds, they are listening to music instead of focusing on the training regimes. Coach is ready to teach them. At the end of the day, players, their body language on the field does not even depict somebody who is supposed to be wearing the jerseys of the national team. Day in and day out, we keep on weeping that our players are not embodying what they are supposed to be. And whose fault is it? We keep on complaining that even the foreigners we bring into our setup are not being immersed into the team culture. In this day and age, for me, our senior national team has now lost its culture. The baby jet leadership of the Black Stars, that culture has been lost. In this day and age, we are even struggling to find a substantive captain. Bright has now shown me that he is no longer a producer again. He can turn into an undertaker as well. I won't mind him. Let's move on. Establishing a cordial relationship with the technical team. Very important. Very important. And then we'll get some Black Stars Management Committee. They should listen. The Black Stars will be coming into camp very soon. They will be reporting. They're going to stand on the park thinking that they know everything more than the technical team. No, or no coach players and on mobile park. Is that your duty? If you have any suggestions or anything, whilst on the training grounds, you give it to the technical team. Even on the pitch, you are supposed to be watching. Yeah, Bobo, you now was suggesting be out the aba. Hello, I hope the Black Stars Management Committee are listening. And move on and talk about ensuring appropriate policies and procedures are in place for the effective management and support of the team. We are near the last one, as also interface with the marketing and communication department of the GFA to ensure effective delivery of commitment to sponsorship and partnership. Now we move on and talk about the link between technical team and then the GFA, serving as a vital link between the technical team and the GFA. 2. Facilitating communication and collaboration between the two entities. Now all this come into play, and you see, my producer, I have nothing to tell me. Let's now move on and talk about the other important functions of the Black Stars Management Committee. Then I will draw curtains to today's edition. Pay regular visits to the teams in camp to assess their needs and ensure their well-being. They will also look at ensuring the team's adherence to established policies and procedures. Most of the Black Stars policies were here. I told you. The last one, I'll end it here. Ensuring that the team's activities are aligned with the founding principles, objectives, and the values of the team. Yeah, I've said that the current Black Stars, they lack values. They don't even have any precedence. They are not even following them. I can mention names. Players who will come to camp and behave as if they are going on their private birthday parties, dressed anyhow, speak anyhow. Well, now I will draw curtains here, but I will urge the Black Stars Management Committee, right, to at least, if there is some form of a committee set up, right, to have members, serious members, not just any members, at least former players and some professionals who have the technical know-how in managing players, to go for their what? Going in and aid these players in making their own decisions when it comes to transfers and what to do and what not to do and all that. It's only in this country that we have a Black Stars Management Committee, and they will not even look out for the players' well-being. They are not able to even move into the clubs and ask, okay, why is my player not playing? We sit here and wait. Oh, international break is up. Then they dress and go and sit at the camp waiting for the players. That's not all. You have a duty, you have a responsibility. I'm only here to give you that cautiousness in whatever you are doing. Don't forget it. You can't forget this. If you are listening, don't forget. I'm only cautioning you for the larger majority who will not have the opportunity to come talk to you. If you are listening, just know these players need your help. Our players need this, just for them to understand that they are part of us. There are some clubs that their formation alone will not suit the Black Stars when it comes to us going in for our international games. So you look out for all these things and help these players with all this information for them to be able to make the better decision. And it's all about club no bunny and some fast one is saying. Alright? This is where we end today's edition of The Reaction with me, Minka, and I'm signing out as a good fellow. I'm out. Bye.